you the guests and the dignitaries on the dais. On my left is Sanjeev Agarwal, Executive Director, Retail Engineering. On his left is Shubhankar Sen, Chief General Manager, Retail Initiative and Brand. On left of Shubhankar is Akshay Vadva. He is the Regional Manager, Regional General Manager from Retail for Western Region. And on my right is Rakesh Sinha. He is Head of Maharashtra and Goa States. As you know, Bharat Petroleum is a Fortune 500 global conglomerate with a global footprint. As India and the world is at the cusp of transition, BPCL is also charting a pragmatic path in its journey of energy transition and have taken an ambitious target of net zero in scope 1 and scope 2 emissions by 2040 in response to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's clarion call of net zero emission for the entire nation by 2070. Towards this and to meet this target of net zero 2040 and to participate into the new energy streams, we have taken 6 strategic areas as a focus areas for the company, starting from upstream natural gas, then we have renewables, consumer retailing, and also electric vehicle charging, e-mobility. Now, setting up EV charging in the infrastructure in the city is easy, but the major problem that we have is the range anxiety highways, and therefore BPCL, which has a very strong network and presence on highways, we are focusing to meet this need of the EV charging vehicle on the highways. Maharashtra state dominates in EV usage with 24% roughly four-wheelers within the state of all the entire nation, and therefore the focus is today. And with launch of 6 highways which have a strength of roughly 2,400 kilometer two-way stretch, we would be covering now across the country roughly about 9,000 to 10,000 kilometer stretch on highways, which is covered with EV charging facilities at our fuel stations. To take you forward on this, as well as what on e-mobility we have our immediate plans, and also about the 6 highways and the facilities that we have put up within Maharashtra, I would invite Shubhankar Sen, CGM Retail Initiative and Brand, to brief you, and then we'll take questions. Shubhankar.
Namaskar. Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Abbas Akhtar. Friends from the media, welcome to this press conference. Very happy to share that your company, Bharat Petroleum, has actually taken the lead in this transformational exercise of ushering in clean mobility in the country. As all of you are aware, vehicular pollution contributes the highest in terms of pollution that we see in major cities and in the exits of the major cities. The cause of pollution is largely coming out of vehicular pollution. So, as part of the larger objective of the country to look at reduction in tailpipe emissions, the whole journey of electric vehicles has been spearheaded by the government. A lot of schemes have been launched by the government, including FAME 1, FAME 2, which offers incentives to both the supply side and demand side. And a lot of that has been very gainfully utilized so far. But all said and done, the need for accelerating the pace of EV adoption in the country will always remain, or has always remained, in a bit of a question mark in the lack of adequate charging infrastructure. So typically, something which is not faced by vehicles which are using conventional fuels, the IC vehicles, where you don't have any anxieties in terms of how do you re-energize your vehicle. But in terms of electric vehicles, typically there are three anxieties which a prospective EV customer actually has in the back of his mind. First is, range anxiety, how far can I go in an electric vehicle. Second is discovery anxiety. Where can I find a place to re-energize or recharge my vehicle? And third is time anxiety, in terms of how long will it take to charge my vehicle, and is it going to upset my journey schedule? So these are three typical anxieties which have actually held back a larger scale EV adoption in the country. So Bharat Petroleum actually has recognized these very strong need to fill in these anxiety gaps. And through our process of surveys, we figured out that in this particular transition, it's always going to be the consumer who will come first in terms of deciding to switch from a fuel that or a form of energy that he is comfortable with to a new form of energy where there are fears of the unknown. So to bridge that gap, BPCL has taken upon itself to create the network of charging infrastructure in the country. We operate 20,000 plus retail outlets across the country, all very, very strategically located in every conceivable type of market. And these are locations where a vehicle owner is used to going for recharging or for refueling his vehicle. It is either very conveniently located, either on his way to work or on his way back from work. It's very convenient for for stopping over for refuel. So without having to change the journey behavior of the consumer with least disturbance, our network provides a good fit for also offering a new offering this new form of energy. So with that in mind, BPCL has taken upon itself to set up 7,000 energy stations across the country by March 2024. And we are well on our way to achieving that target. Today is a milestone day for us to have, accelerate that journey. While charging at home charging and destination charging are two very prevalent practices in the West for electric vehicles. But we do realize that in India, it may not be very convenient for everyone to find a charging facility, in his residence, unless he has a garage or he is staying in a gated community which has modern facilities. So it's not always that an EV owner, even if he does procure an EV, will have the comfort of leaving his house with a fully charged vehicle. So from that perspective, top-up charging, just the way we charge our mobile phones. I mean, you need to charge it at different times of the day. We have offered the facility to the customers to do top-up charging at his will. So he comes out of his residence and he is traveling long distance. Short distances are not so much of a problem. But if a vehicle owner decides to go on a long journey, it may be intercity, or it may be on the highway to his place of work or place of factory or for tourism. at every 50 to 100 kilometers, we have a charger, and these chargers are fast chargers. And these chargers are capable of giving him a 100 to 125 kilometer run with just about 15 to 20 minutes of charging. So that is the value proposition to the customer, that you did not wait for your car to get fully charged. You can set off on your journey. The journey plan is all done digitally, and we will see the demo very shortly. You can plan your journey, you can plan your pit stops where you charge your vehicle, and you need not spend a lot of time charging, because you can, these are CCS2 fast chargers, and you need not spend too much time at one location. You can carry on whenever you see your state of charge coming to a level where you start becoming a little anxious, say less than 40% or lesser than that. Stop for 15-20 minutes, top it up by another 20-25%, and you are good to go. So in terms of creating economies for the customer by saving his time and creating convenience through his journey, our value proposition of electric vehicles, fast charging corridors, was launched last year. We ran a pilot between Chennai to Madurai highway, Chennai-Trichy-Madurai and back. It's the 900-kilometer run, to just study the consumer behavior and to figure out, what is it actually doing for the consumer in terms of giving him confidence. And based on our pilot, we have, and based on the learnings, we have now decided to roll out 400 such fast charging corridors across the country by next year. This is today's launch in Pune is the largest corridor launch. I mean, we have 6 clusters covering about 1,200 kilometers of highly motorist, highest motorist traffic highways. These are you have a lot of passenger vehicles traveling on these highways. So these highways connecting economic centers, connecting major towns, connecting good tourist destinations. So these are the propensity of road travel in passenger vehicles is very high, and we have all the data. When we see our own fuel volumes, we can understand the type of customer, and we do feel that if you set up a good charging infrastructure, the decision to switch from fossil fuels to electric vehicles for the customer will become a little easier. So, with that objective in mind, today's launch across 6 corridors, 24 EV charging stations, over 1,200 kilometers, is according to us the most convenient journey plan that a customer would make if he decides to set off on an EV journey. And we also believe that adoption of EVs can get accelerated only when you give the customer the confidence that this high value vehicle that you have purchased, and any vehicle owner, any vehicle purchased by an Indian citizen is a highly informed decision. I mean, it's not a one-man decision. It's a family decision. You're deciding to spend upwards of 10-15 lakhs. It's a big decision. But if you're going to take a decision like that, you would take the decision taking into account what all can I do with this investment. Is it only for moving around the city? Or can I really use it the way I would like to use a means of personal mobility? So our surveys have shown that even if a customer is not traveling from Pune to Mumbai every day, he might be traveling once a fortnight or once a month, or even more than that. But when he takes the decision to buy a vehicle, he will keep that in the back of his mind, saying that is this vehicle of this investment worth it? Is it going to allow me to do things which I would like to do without having too many other thoughts in my mind. So that confidence will come only when I look at a solution which gives me the convenience of doing long journeys, and especially if you have a vehicle. I mean, you are definitely looking at being capable of doing long journeys, and that adds to the decision making that you would take for an investment as high as that. So, for us, Maharashtra, as you know, highly industrialized state, one of the highest GSDPs in the country. The vehicle population is the highest, vehicle sales are amongst the highest in the country across segments. And likewise, when it comes to EVs, we have, in terms of four-wheelers, there are about 1,000 four-wheelers, EV four-wheelers being sold every single day. And you know, it's the house of Tatas, who are actually leading this four-wheeler revolution in the country from the vehicle manufacturer perspective. The whole drive to make EV vehicles accessible to the customer is the price point. And if you've seen the news in the recent past, a couple of months back, they launched the Tiago, which is the first time a sub 1 million 10 lakh car has been launched in India, and that actually is probably going to be the game changer. So once you have broken that barrier of 10 lakhs, I think the EV adoption is just going to zoom. Another piece of good news for the country, as you would have all read, is the lithium find in Jammu. 5.9 million metric tons of lithium, which has catapulted us to third in the world in terms of lithium reserves. So keeping everything into perspective, this transition to electric vehicles is going to be faster than we would have all thought. The other perspective also is that the ease of getting into an EV space depends. Once the charging infrastructure bit is taken care of, the buying decision is quite easy for the customer, because the total cost of ownership of an EV, as we all know, is about 30-35% that of an IC vehicle. So, from a pure economic standpoint, the decision for the customer becomes easier. As a responsible public sector undertaking, operating in the realm of mobility, providing energy for mobility. For us, EV is just another form factor of energy for mobility, and we believe it is our responsibility to do what we can to hasten this energy transition to electric mobility, which is the first step towards green mobility. So we are very happy to dedicate to the public today, in your presence, our 6 corridors: Pune Solapur, Pune Nasik, Pune Satara Kolhapur, Mumbai Nasik Shirdi, Pune Ahmedabad Aurangabad. These are 24 outlets covering 1,200 kilometers, and this is just the beginning. Work is in progress in a large number of corridors in Maharashtra, and very soon we will be rolling out further corridors. And for the prospective EV customer, our message is, you need not look beyond BPCL for your new energy need. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubhankar, very much. मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि क्वेश्चंस के लिए, you may please ask questions. माइक पास करें प्लीज।
You are saying that we are going towards carbon neutrality, but
आप कहाँ से हैं?
My name is Rakesh. I'm from Indie Journal.
Hi Rakesh.
You are saying that we are going towards carbon neutrality. EV, but in India, a lot of energy is made out of coal. So, how do you think we are going to maintain that?
See, on a larger perspective, if you look at it, last year, February 2022 में COP26 में Honorable Prime Minister gave a commitment, पंचामृत के नाम से 5 पॉइंट उन्होंने दिए। उसमें से एक ये था कि 2070 तक 2070 तक हम नेट ज़ीरो होंगे एज ए नेशन इंडिया। दूसरा ये था 2030 तक 50% जो एनर्जी का कंजम्पशन होगा इंडिया में वो रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेज से होगा। एज ए रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन BPCL हैज टेकन ए टारगेट कि इंडिया तो 2070 तक जाएगा नेट ज़ीरो में, हम 2040 तक नेट ज़ीरो जाएंगे स्कोप 1 और स्कोप 2 एमिशंस में। नाउ उसके लिए जब आप नेशनल लेवल पे ये डिसाइड करते हैं कि आपका एनर्जी कंजम्पशन इंडिया में 50% आने वाले 7 सालों में गिर के आधा रह जाएगा, तो गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से पुश है कि जो रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेज ऑफ एनर्जी हैं, सोलार है, विंड है एंड EV चार्ज है, इनको पुश मिले। और ग्रोथ ये है कि हमारे देयर इज अ लाइक्लीहुड ऑफ 30% ग्रोथ by 2030 on
more than that.
Or maybe more than that, because that is the estimation now, but the way things are moving, they are moving more fast. In fact, जो हम benchmark लेके चल रहे हैं उससे ज़्यादा और जल्दी हो रहा है। तो इसलिए ज़रूरी है कि हम उस एनर्जी में पार्टिसिपेट करें, एंड इसीलिए ऑयल एंड गैस रहेगा, ज़रूर रहेगा, लेकिन साथ साथ जो दूसरे एनर्जी के सोर्सेज हैं उसमें हम कस्टमर्स की नीड को मीट करेंगे। और वेरी सून हमारे अभी आप देख रहे हैं कि पेट्रोल पंपों के ऊपर 10% ब्लेंडिंग एथनॉल है। उसका भी पर्पज़ ये है कि हम ऑयल को कम करके और उसमें एथनॉल को ज़्यादा बढ़ाया है। 2025 तक हम 10% से उसको 20% लेके जाएंगे। हाइड्रोजन आ रही है, नेचुरल गैस में बहुत बड़ा ग्रोथ आ रहा है, एंड गवर्नमेंट ने 11 और 12 ये जो इन्होंने लेकर के आए हैं उसमें काफ़ी हमें सक्सेस मिली है, और BPCL टॉप 3 प्लेयर बनी है इंडिया में नेचुरल गैस में, और मोबिलिटी में आज हम आपके सामने ये लेकर के आए हैं। I hope I have answered your questions. जी, हेलो अशोक जी। हाँ, राकेश आप बताएं। राकेश जी जो हमारे स्टेट हेड हैं वो आपको बताएंगे।
अशोक जी नमस्कार। देखिए आज जो हम लोगों ने जो रैपिड चार्जर्स लॉन्च किया था ये हाईवे कॉरिडोर्स के लिए था। अर्बन मार्केट में हम लोग 2 तरह से आ रहे हैं। एक है कि सिटी में जो 2 व्हीलर की व्हीकल्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके लिए हम लोगों ने ओला और हीरो मोटोकॉर्प के साथ टाई अप किया हुआ है। आप शॉर्टली देखेंगे कि बहुत सारे पेट्रोल पंप पे हम ये EV चार्जर्स भी लगाएंगे, और इसी तरह से बैटरी स्वैपिंग के लिए भी 2 तरह से हो रही है। एक तो चार्जिंग हो रही है, दूसरा है बैटरी स्वैपिंग लग रही है। उसके लिए हमारी जो टाई अप है बाउंस और वोल्टैप के साथ है। तो अभी पिछले कुछ 15 दिन पहले हम लोगों ने वोल्टैप के 3 बैटरी स्वैपिंग स्टेशंस हम लोगों ने मुंबई में स्टार्ट किया था। अभी शॉर्टली हम लोगों ने रिटेल आउटलेट्स आइडेंटिफाई किया हुआ है, और फिजिबिलिटी के लिए हमने ओला और हीरो मोटोकॉर्प को दिया हुआ है। जैसे ही उनका कंकरेंस आता है हम वो सब जगह पे 2 व्हीलर की चार्जिंग स्टेशंस लगाएंगे।
सर नमस्कार।
नहीं, अभी जो शॉर्ट लिस्ट हमें जो मिला था करीब 27 रिटेल आउटलेट के मिले थे, तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेशंस में हम लोग फिजिबिलिटी हम लोग करवा रहे हैं, उसके बाद हम लोग सब पे ऐड करेंगे।
अशोक जी मैं आपको एक और चीज़ इसमें बताना चाहूँगा जो राकेश जी ने बताया, जो शायद आपके अगले क्वेश्चन में भी हो कि कंपनी ने 3 तरह की चीज़ों को मद्देनजर रखते हुए EV का मार्ग प्रशस्त कर रहे हैं। हाईवे, आपने शहर की बात की, तो हमने हाईवे के ऊपर भी सोचा है कि हाईवे के ऊपर कैसा है, जैसे ये कॉरिडोर्स हैं, फिर रूरल सेगमेंट भी है हमारे, रूरल में भी कुछ पंप्स हैं, तो वहाँ क्या करना होगा, और तीसरा है हमारी जो अर्बन आउटलेट है। तो अगर आप हाईवे की बात करें तो हाईवे पे हमने ये भी सोचा है कि उसके अंदर खाने पीने की चीज़ें भी होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आधे घंटे के लिए हमें कस्टमर को रोकना पड़ेगा, उतनी देर में वो क्या करेगा। तो उस दौरान वो फैमिली के साथ आया है तो हमारे यहाँ चाय पिए, कॉफी पिए, या कहीं उसमें माइक्रो एटीएम भी है, उसमें से पैसे वगैरह नहीं, अपना बैंकिंग की भी नीड कर सकता है। तो वो चीज़ें मद्देनजर रखते हुए कंपनी ने ये कहा है कि हम इस तरह से काम करेंगे हाईवे पर। और हाईवे कॉरिडोर्स की जो बात है, महाराष्ट्र में 34 जो सेना साहब ने प्लानिंग की है, 34 कॉरिडोर्स हैं। हमने आज जैसे 6 कॉरिडोर की बात की, ऐसे 34 हैं जिसमें 160 पंपों पे ये लगेगा, जो अभी 24 पे, हालांकि 50 पे टोटल पे लग चुका है, लेकिन हमने आज 24 की बात कर रहे हैं। तो इतना विस्तार में कंपनी जा रही है। इसी तरह से अर्बन आउटलेट में है। अर्बन कौन से हैं, जो कि सिटी कनेक्टिंग आउटलेट्स होते हैं, हाईवे से कनेक्टेड हैं, उसमें भी हमने ये सोचा है कि किस तरह से इन 2 मॉडल को खुद तो पैसा खर्च कर रहे हैं, और एक सीपीओ करके होता है जो चार्ज पॉइंट ऑपरेटर्स होते हैं, जिनसे हम मदद लेते हैं, भाई आप लगाइए और उसका कोई बिजनेस मॉडल अलग होगा। BPCL एक ऐसी कंपनी है आउट ऑफ द अवेलेबल कंपनीज इन द कंपटीशन कि जो हम खुद पैसा खर्च कर रहे हैं। वो इसीलिए कर रहे हैं कि एक यूनिफाइड एक्सपीरियंस हमारे कस्टमर को, अनलाइक द कॉम्पिटिटर्स आर गिविंग, कि कोई भी आया उनके पास उसकी मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन अलग होगी, पता लगा 4 जगह उसको मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन 4 तरह की हैंडल करनी पड़ती है। हमारे यहाँ हेलो BPCL की एक मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन जो कंपनी ने अपने खर्चे से एक बहुत ही कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव एप्लीकेशन, आईनेज हमारे यहाँ पर बैठे हुए जो बिजनेस पार्टनर उन्होंने बनाई है। और पर्पस क्या है, BPCL एक ऐसी कंपनी जो कोई भी काम करती है तो पायलट पहले करते हैं, जिससे हम उससे सीख लें और कस्टमर को कम से कम परेशानी हो। और जो भी चीज अगर हम कॉरिडोर अब लगा हैं उसमें भी कोई ना कोई परेशानी होगी, लेकिन हमारी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है कि कितना फास्ट उससे सीख कर और जल्दी से हम उसको करेक्ट कर लें, क्योंकि कोई भी चीज 100% फुल प्रूफ नहीं होती है। तो इस तरह से कंपनी ने पूरी विस्तृत इसके अंदर अपने खर्चे से हम कर रहे हैं, जिससे कि हम सस्टेन्ड बेसिस पे कस्टमर को सुविधा दे सकें।
सर नमस्कार, रोहन फ्रॉम दूरदर्शन।
नमस्कार जी, माइक्रोफोन देंगे प्लीज।
सर रोहन फ्रॉम दूरदर्शन से बात।
हेलो जी रोहित,
मुझको मेरा
नमस्कार।
सवाल ये था, जो ऐप हम जो जब चार्जिंग करेंगे तो उसके चार्जेस कैसे रहेंगे, एक पहला सवाल है। दूसरा सवाल ऐसा है, जैसे मोबाइल चार्जिंग, जैसे रिपोज एक स्टार्टअप है पुणे में, उन्होंने एक मोबाइल चार्जिंग डेवलप किया है, तो आगे ऐसा कुछ प्लान है क्या कि किसी कस्टमर्स हो, कोई पेट्रोल पंप पे ऐसा कुछ आप करने वाले हैं?
2 क्वेश्चन शुभांकर आपसे।
Yeah, I think that this आपका फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, देखिए ऐसा है कि हमारा जो कस्टमर के लिए जो वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन है ये है कि आप 100 किलोमीटर जो आप चलेंगे, यू कैन थ्रू आवर चार्जिंग यू कैन सेव एटलीस्ट 50% vis-a-vis what you would have spent for conventional fuel. That is the principle by which we have created this entire value proposition for the customer. Second, on mobile charging पे, देखिए मोबाइल चार्जिंग तब चाहिए होता जब आपके पास ऑप्शन नहीं है। I mean, you don't have ऑप्शन, क्योंकि आप 0% पे तो आप कहीं जाएंगे नहीं इन अ व्हीकल। आपके पास इतना चार्ज होगा कि कम से कम आप 50-60 किलोमीटर तक जाएंगे। एग्जैक्टली हमारा भी जो सोल्यूशन है वही है कि आप कहीं भी चले जाइए, शहर में है तो आप घर तक तो पहुंच ही जाएंगे, बट आप कहीं भी चले जाइए बाहर, आपके शहर के बाहर 50 से 60 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे BPCL का चार्जर मिलेगा ही आपको। तो ये जो मोबाइल चार्जिंग का जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, अभी टेक्नोलॉजी भी इवॉल्व कर रहा है, कितना इसमें देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डेवलपमेंट व्हिच नीड्स टू टेक, क्योंकि क्या उसका बैटरी का क्या कैपेसिटी है, उनके पास स्टोरेज का क्या कैपेसिटी है, आप कितना चार्ज आप दे सकते हैं, कितने को दे सकते हैं। दोज आर ऑल इश्यूज जहाँ पे अभी काफी रिसर्च चल रहा है। सो ऑनलाइन चार्जिंग अभी across the world is most successful. So we are providing online charging यहाँ पे यू आर नॉट कहीं पे किसी पे डिपेंडेंसी नहीं है. आप BPCL के आउटलेट में आइए, आपको इट इज ऑल फुल्ली सेल्फ सर्विस. अभी हम आपको डेमो दिखाएंगे ऐप पे. 24-hour ऑपरेशन, जो कि आई थिंक दैट इज अ बिग फैसिलिटी फॉर कस्टमर्स. और मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली सेफ्टी, बिकॉज पेट्रोल पंप एक ऐसा जगह है जहाँ पे सारे लाइसेंसेस हैं. हम ऐसा कहीं पे नहीं लगा सकते हैं विदाउट इट्स अ लाइसेंस प्रीमाइसेस. तो सेफ्टी इज अपर मोस्ट. जो चार्जर हम लगाएंगे, जिस तरह हम लगाएंगे, जैसे हम इसको ऑपरेट करेंगे, इट इज ऑल अंडर लाइसेंस ऑफ पेट्रोलियम एंड एक्सप्लोसिव सेफ्टी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो इसमें कस्टमर बिल्कुल निश्चिंत रह सकता है कि अगर BPCL के आउटलेट में हम चार्जिंग करेंगे तो आई विल बी कंप्लीटली सेफ फ्रॉम अ व्हीकल स्टैंड पॉइंट एज वेल एज फ्रॉम अ पर्सनल स्टैंड पॉइंट, because you are in a very secure premises. So ये है, so this is the overall customer value proposition for the customer.
Yeah. Microphone pass करें, we can't hear you.
हेलो.
Yeah, hi.
ज्योति फ्रॉम पुणे आवाज. सर एक्चुअली अभी हम देखते हैं पेट्रोल पंप पे कि कुछ भी थोड़ा देरी हो जाती है तो लंबे सी क्यू लग जाती है. CNG के ऐसे होता है. तो अगर आप ये 30 मिनट से 40 मिनट्स एक व्हीकल लेगा, आप सारे लोग तो स्विच हो रहे हैं कि AV के लिए, तो अगर ये इतना टाइम लेगा तो वहाँ पे जो रश होगा या प्रॉब्लम्स लोगों को फेस करना होगा, इसके लिए क्या कुछ है प्लानिंग?
शुभांकर.
मैडम, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. ये हम अभी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं विथ वन चार्जर. एक हर आउटलेट में एक ही चार्जर है, पर इस पे कोई कंस्ट्रेंट नहीं है. जैसे जैसे डिमांड बढ़ेगा मैडम, हम लोग नंबर ऑफ चार्जर भी बढ़ाएंगे, कैपेसिटी भी बढ़ाएंगे. ऑल दोज ऑप्शंस आर अवेलेबल टू अस. हमारा केवल ऑल वी नीड टू डू इज हमें हमारा जो कनेक्टेड लोड, इलेक्ट्रिकल लोड है, उसको ऑगमेंट करना है. तो उसके लिए भी हम डिस्कॉम से बात कर रहे हैं, MSCDCL से बात कर रहे हैं, सारी EB बोर्ड से बात कर रहे हैं. तो दैट इज नॉट एन इश्यू एट ऑल. इट इज एग्जैक्टली जैसे हम अपना नॉर्मली रिटेल आउटलेट में फ्यूल स्टेशन में करते हैं. अगर डिमांड ज्यादा होता है तो हम डिस्पेंसर और लगाते हैं. So exactly the same process will be followed, and we'll be very happy. अगर क्यों होने लगे मैडम, we'll be very happy.
तो शुभांकर ये कह रहा था कि मैम कोई क्यों लगवा दीजिए तो एक और लग जाएगा डिस्पेंसर उसमें. इट्स अ सेंसिबल थिंग. द वॉल्यूम इज इंक्रीजिंग, वो विल नॉट प्रोवाइड एडिशनल गन, सो इट हैज टू बी देयर.
Yeah, any.
समय की और जो बात है वो ये है कि आने वाले समय में टेक्नोलॉजी विल सपोर्ट दिस. कस्टमर कैन एक्चुअली प्री बुक द स्लॉट. मेरे को उस रास्ते में जाना है, तो उस आउटलेट के ऊपर आई कैन एक्चुअली बुक माय स्लॉट. इनबॉक्स में जाने पर स्लॉट मैंने बुक किया है, तो ही और शी डज नॉट हैव टू गिव. So actually mentioned that kind of ecosystem will emerge.
Yeah, any.
Hello.
Ikai Ansari sir.
Hello, so can I ask?
Yeah, please.
Shashank from Times of India. Sir, I wanted to ask that, how much capital investment is the company going to make for this project? And what kind of footfall do you expect, if you can give any number?
Sanjeev, are you taking this? Investments in EV?
So the immediate investment is about 200 crores, which and we want to set up at least 200 corridors within that budget. Sorry, what was the other question?
No.
What kind of footfalls?
Footfall. Okay, so our pilot has shown that if you build a good ecosystem, which means that if the customer is offered certain amenities, because half an hour is quite a long time for a customer to recharge his vehicle. So what are those amenities? Typically, clean washrooms, a decent place, a safe place to sit, and maybe some kind of a lounge, and something that he can pick up for his journey. So it can be food, it can be either fresh food or it can be packed food. If it's a very very long journey, then also maybe some amount of financial facilities, maybe an ATM. So if you see across the world, charging stations are built around an ecosystem. So in our case, we believe that our pilot has also shown that, and the pilot that I mentioned to you about, which is Chennai से Madurai 900 किलोमीटर वाला जो pilot है, हमने ये भी वहाँ पे try किया है, और इसमें बिल्कुल validate हो जाता है कि अगर आप customer को वो 20-25 मिनट आप अगर उनको एक multitasking का opportunity दें, the customer is, those outlets naturally see high footfall compared to others, where you only have one charger on the side of the road. It is very clear. Our pilot is very clear. So as we go along, we will be happy to share with you. हमारे इस पे भी बहुत सारे plans हैं. But straight away, what we are providing is clean. The cleanest washroom that you can find will be in these outlets where you have where we have the fast charging station. These are all very well illuminated, very safe outlets. You have assisted model also, जो कि normal chargers में नहीं है, जो कि आप देखे होंगे by the side of the road लगे हुए हैं. हमारे यहाँ पे, although it is self-service, but हम जानते हैं इंडिया में you need a little bit of assistance. हमारे assisted model भी है. We have trained manpower. अगर आपको कोई if you need some help, वो आपको help करेगा. That facility is also already there, and of course safe parking. You don't have to worry कि किसी ने आके आपको गाड़ी को scratch कर दिया, वो हो गया. So the basic fundamentals which a vehicle owner needs, are going to be provided by us from day one. So these factors, we believe, will be differentiating factors for us to generate footfall vis-a-vis others who are in this field. If to give you some numbers, we are seeing in certain places very good utilization, and also that utilization we see it improving because हमने लगाया charger, हमने किया infrastructure, और हम actually, by the way, हम vehicle OEM से भी बात कर रहे हैं. We are working very closely with all the leading electric vehicle OEMs, क्योंकि ये वाला जो space है, ये partnership और collaboration वाला space है. हम उनके साथ खुद बैठ के इकट्ठे हम heat map बना रहे हैं. आपको कहाँ जाना है, आपको कहाँ पे infrastructure चाहिए, आपके कहाँ पे गाड़ियाँ बिक रही है, आपको कहाँ पे you need more charging facility, तो हम मिल के काम कर रहे हैं. So this we are creating all-encompassing enabled, consumer enablement, environment for this electric vehicle journey, because no one entity can do this. So, with this strategy, and I'm using that word strategy. With this strategy, we are seeing in certain markets up to 7 to 8 vehicles being charged even today. When normal utilization in the country is only about less than 1%, आप देखिए charger utilization का. हमारे पास ऐसे भी examples हैं जहाँ पे ecosystem create किए हैं. In weekends it goes even higher. So like madam, your question, in fact in those markets, we are actually now planning to put additional chargers and additional guns. So it's a very exciting and very interesting field. So the more you add value to that 20 or 30 minutes that the customer waits, the more he is inclined to patronize your facility.
News. I have two questions, sir. Is this charger made in India or imported one? And the second one, do you have any plans for Pune-Mumbai Expressway also?
Absolutely, sir. These are all make in India chargers. There are some components of chargers which are not made in India. I mean, those are imported. But the large these are all sourced within India. And we also, as we go along, we also see this sector also evolving very fast, and technology adoption in India is also happening very fast. The other is Pune-Mumbai Expressway. Certainly, we will see it very shortly. In Talegaon, we'll be putting one charger.
Hello, sir. This is Nikhil from Maharashtra Times. I would like to ask how these power stations will be powered. Will they be powered from renewable energy or fossil fuel? And second one is, you're saying that so many people will wait there for charging, and you will be adding charging stations, all other facilities like restaurants and other facilities. So many people will wait there. What about their safety? What precautions are you taking about this? And that's it.
Sanjeev, aapne?
Your second question was that how we are taking care when the customers are waiting over there. So as we have already, deliberated on that, and it is already certified by the regulator, which is called PESO. Nagpur mein hai, and BPCL was the coordinator on behalf of industry to frame the guidelines. Based on our past experience and pilot, there were a lot of changes in that, and we, on industry basis, we said that these guidelines should be there, though we sacrificed some of the space at the outlet, while the space is quite premium. So they also didn't agree, we also didn't agree, and then we came together. बस इस तरह से करना है so that customer की safety रहे. 6 मीटर का एक स्पेस उसको उन्होंने बताया है. अगर मैं थोड़ा सा माइक्रो डिटेल में जाऊं, उसके आसपास हम कुछ नहीं रख सकते हैं. काफी डेलिब्रेशन हुआ, अभी 4 मीटर कर ले, 6 मीटर, तभी सेट के 6 मीटर कर लीजिए, बिकॉज कस्टमर सेफ्टी इज सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए. We have to abide by that, otherwise we will not get the approval and license. So that goes without saying, so you don't have to worry at all. And the first question was that how we are going to get the power. So this was also discussed by Mr. Akhtar that initially, as of now, we are getting the power which is already available, and 53-55% of the power comes from coal. But going forward, we have to balance it out. Chicken and egg story. अभी हमें ये first mover advantage लेना ही नहीं लेना है. Advantage in the sense that the customer is the first and foremost for BPCL. तो उसको सुविधा देने के लिए कुछ तो sacrifice करना पड़ेगा. तो अगर हम उसका wait करें, जैसे बताया कि 50% हमारा पंचामृत जो बताया ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने, वो कुछ सालों में हमारे पास 50% रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी से आएगी, जितनी भी हमारी खपत है. तो जब वो आएगी तो उसके साथ लग जाए.
Rakesh would like to add on the power sources.
Okay. So as far as power sources are concerned, we have all taken green power connections. There is a provision that whenever you apply, from the grid, that they give you, give you a green power. So based on that, all these applications have been made. See, on the safety aspect, I would like to just add one thing. If you look at Maharashtra and Goa, on an average, we have got a footfall of about 20 lakh customers. And all these years, we have been taking care of them, and we have been ensuring a very safe operation, and we have a trust and confidence of so many customers. So going forward, we are confident that all safety aspects of the customers will be taken care of.
I am Chandran from Corporate Tycoons magazine. Since the batteries are quite expensive, and when you are charging from different stations, is there a possibility that there could be power fluctuations somewhere or some other technical things because of which the batteries life could be affected or they could be damaged?
Who is taking? Shubhankar?
No. See, these batteries which have been procured by the OEMs are under a standard protocol. The ones which are going to be charged in the BPCL fast charging station, the 4-wheelers, these will have CCS2 batteries. They can get charged in any CCS2 charger. So there is no effect, or there is no effect on the battery at all. Secondly, every vehicle has a battery management system. It's called BMS. So the BMS regulates, the battery, the power input. So there are very advanced safety features to take care of the battery.
It is already available on the application. Yeah. And it will depend on the market condition. Today, X price, it may be X minus something, X plus something going forward. So it is quite transparent.
Yeah,
So my name is Neha and I'm from Manufacturing Magazine. What kind of research and development has BPCL conducted to ensure that its EV fast charging corridors on the national highway technology is up to date and efficient? How will it, ensure to stay ahead of the curve?
what do you say in the end?
How will it ensure to stay ahead of the curve?
All right. So 2 questions. One is how technologically this is advanced,
Yes,
and how we are being ahead of the curve.
Team of BPCL placed.
So
sorry.
So maybe you can talk about Hello BPCL would be as part of the second question. But the first question you may talk about
The first question you talked about that how we are always in compliance with what is the latest on the technology part.
Absolutely.
So first and foremost, we don't procure all the chargers and batteries in one go. So we take in a phased manner. So it means that then initially we floated tender to procure 1,500, and then whatever the experience has been, when we float the next tender for procurement, the second phase, we incorporate the learnings. And simultaneously, we also dovetail those things and rejig the earlier provided the charges. So this is the way we always are compliant to the technology which is available. As of now, it is top of the technology compliant charges. And going forward also, we are always in sync with our vendors. They tell us that these are the things which are happening across globe. And we also have a system and the setup in our company. The guys always are in touch with the foreign partners. They also tell us that these are the things which are coming new. So we are always updated on that. It may happen that it will come after 1 month or 4 months because of the tendering cycle. What was the second one?
No, that's answered. That's both of them.
So we are always ahead of them because we are quite agile and proactive. As of now, you also see if you compare other competitors, they are not close to us because we are owning these charges.
Yeah, this is Geeta Nair from Financial Express. I want to know, as on date, how many active stations are there and how much would you add in 2024 FY? And what is the investment that you would be making in the coming year? And third question is, what is the return on these investments? You said you are putting all your money into it. So can you tell me at what utilization do you to start making money, or how do you turn this into a revenue positive?
So you have asked 5 questions or 6 questions. So I think there are 3 questions. So the first one was that how many we have already installed. So I think it is 453 as of now in the morning today. And a mix of things where we have also assisted model. We have already upfront capex provisioning. And going forward, we have what Mr. Sen also said, 7,000 by March 24. And we are calling it energy station, where we have at least 3 types of energies available: conventional energy, then gas and EV. So we are terming it as energy stations, 7,000 by March 24.
So how much investment would go to
investment is from 6 lakhs to 10 lakh as far as the pure charger is concerned. We don't know going forward whether it will be up and down, but as of now, this is the 30 kilowatt is 6 lakh and 10 lakh is for 60 kilowatt. Apart from that, I would not call it a bad thing, but the thing which is pulling us back is the load enhancement, because you require electricity power load. So for 30 kilowatt is X and 60 kilowatt is 2X. And for that we need to have a HT connection, which is very, very expensive. In some of the cases, we have observed that 20 lakh, 25 lakhs. So that is a bit depressing. But we are managing, we are in discussion with the external regulators also. We are hopeful that is going to be solved shortly. As far as the IRR is concerned, you don't have to worry, you just enjoy your ride on the highway and we are there wherever you want it.
Sir, it is our money, no?
Sorry?
One thing which I would like to add what Sanjeev has said about the IRR part is that this is a chicken egg story. If you don't have energy chargers available, it'll be very difficult to push e-mobility and vice versa. So initially, some investment is needed to create an ecosystem so that there is enough growth and confidence in EV vehicle drivers that their journey would be not broken in between. But yes, there would be a recovery phase, maybe a little longer in this case, but definitely it would be.
So at what level of utilization do you turn positive? You know, how much do you at least need to keep it operational, viable?
So you are again asking that what will be the break even, that how many customers would be coming to our... I would still request you that it is too early for us. As of now, it is not making that much business sense to go for this. It is our responsibility as an ethical organization and a responsible organization that to take up such disruptive initiatives in the interest of the country and in the interest of the customer. I would urge you that when we meet after 6 months, we will be in a better position to tell us. But it is a good amount of money. I just told you that 15 lakh to 25 lakh. So IRR as of now is not that encouraging. तो सारा खेल हर जगह प्रॉफिट का नहीं होता है तो chicken and egg what Mr. Akhtar said, we are just disrupting the market or seeding the market, I would say. Thank you.
Just to add to that, there is data in the public domain. Four-wheelers per se, the projected penetration is going to be 30% by 2030. So 30 by 30 is the projection. Two-wheelers projection is 80% penetration by 2030. As we sit today, in terms of three-wheelers, the penetration is already at 60% plus. So, this sector is moving very rapidly. So, and if you see the sheer number of vehicles being sold, even today IC vehicles, and if you do a proportionate projection for IC vehicles, I think even 7,000 chargers might be less for a country like India with the projected growth that the economy is seeing. So we will at periodic intervals we will actually review the requirement and we will pace ourselves accordingly. But principally, we are an energy company. We are in the business of providing energy for mobility. The country is looking at electric as the first transition that will happen from conventional fuels. And we will be there, seed the market, play a big role in growing the market, and play a big role in taking that market forward to whatever next level of energy is required by the consumer.
Will you be able to charge buses at your stations? A lot of public sector transport buses are, turning electric. So would you?
Not yet, ma'am. Not yet. This is not a solution for bus charging as yet.
But would you consider in future to add bus charging to the stations?
Yeah, but as of now, the indications are that bus is mostly destination charging. So that's how we see the bus charging activity evolving. But like I said, we are not saying no to anything. But as of now, our solution is basically for four-wheelers and of course two-wheelers, like Mr. Arwal mentioned. That's the solution that is for personal mobility as of now.
Thank you.
Yeah, David.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I think most of the questions we are done. Just briefly, we'll show you some of the question that we had was about.
There was one question he was raising.
I have a question.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
My name is Savio from the Upshifters, India. First of all, when somebody mentioned about safety, I'm also apart from being an automotive journalist, I'm also a motorcyclist. Sometimes I've traveled these routes and part of the country or almost half the country solo on various motorcycle rides. So I just want to thank BPCL for safety and welcoming. Even though I've not filled fuel at your petrol pumps, your staff has been quite accommodating to travelers like me. So thank you very much for that to begin with. Next thing is about, my question is about the program to give this a push. About 20 years ago, you had a Petro card which had a lot of offers going on, and you had a lot of push. You guys were ahead of your time, like 20 years back. Who would have imagined something like that? So now to give this program a push, are you going to have similar programs to drive and to educate customers? Number one. Number two, I've also downloaded your app while we were talking. And would you be making some kind of improvements on the app? Like when I open the app, I go to check the map, which is quite interesting. It actually encourages me to shift from IC to EV vehicles. Very well mapped out in terms of distance and such. But the legend over there is very confusing. Like I had to actually go and see what those icons were. So if you will make some enhancements to the legend, like for different colors, you've not mentioned what those colors are.
You can just give your inputs because our business partner is also here. So we will be grateful to you for
some things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can run the app for you, Sriram. We'll just have a play and tell people how you can charge the EV at our petrol pump, which is 12 kilometers away, right from here remotely.
Sriram, just a minute. I don't know. I was wondering that you again touched upon the safety aspect.
I was just saying.
Let me assure you that if something happens to the charger, and it is not my business as of now, prime business, my petrol diesel business will be under threat. So I will be doubly ensuring that everything is safe.
So let me be specific there. I was actually thanking you for your hospitality.
Thank you.
I don't care about the safety. I mean,
Thank you.
You're alive over there. Your staff is welcoming to someone who's an absolute stranger in a
Thanks a lot.
So I was just thanking you over there. So my question here is, would you be having any kind of programs to push this and to promote the EV corridor that you've generated, so many pumps? Would you be having any kind of promotions to educate the public about this?
Surely. We'll surely come out with a lot of activities. There would be a lot of customer activation programs, all run digitally.
Okay.
Surely those will happen.
Okay. And my last question is, will you be also listing yourself on Google Maps as such? Because when I run a search on Google Maps, I don't find any such listing of your EV stations. So something like that will happen?
We are working on that.
Yes, please.
So thank you over to Sriram. It will take only 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Just Good afternoon, all. As you have heard from our leadership team, so we will now showcase you how.
Okay, so that the people. अरे वही चल रहा है कि
Shivankar, come closer. Come.